Hey, what's up guys? My name is Michael Westbrook. As always, thank you for checking out this video. Today we're taking a closer look at the NERO Fuzz from Cornerstone Music Gear. One of the main design goals for the NERO was to create a fuzz for people who don't always get along with fuzz pedals. Fuzz pedals can have a laundry list of issues, especially when you're talking about vintage fuzzes. They can be sensitive to the kinds of pickups that you're using, or what's plugged in before them in your signal chain, or what's even plugged in after if the amp is too clean. A lot of fuzzes need an overdriven amp to sound their best. But the NERO does a lot of different things just that are inherent in its design to combat these things and create a really versatile and flexible fuzz. I've already put this thing to work here in my home studio. It's already been on a couple of sessions, and then I've also made a couple of kind of full band demos for this video. Those are going to be pretty short, but they should give you an idea of some of the tones that this thing is capable of. We're also in this video going to listen to a lot of solo tones and kind of walk through some of the features of this pedal. I don't always do that in my videos, but I think that this pedal has a few features that are worth a closer listen, a closer look to kind of understand what this pedal has to offer. All right, let's get into it. Now we're going to listen to the pedal some in solo. I'm going to be playing this guitar from Sugar. It's got two PAF style humbuckers from Mojo Tone in it. I'm going to be plugged into my 73 Deluxe Reverb. Alright, so I want to take a look at kind of two of the main features, or two of the unique features here. And the first is the comp control. I really love this control, especially for lower gain tones, but it essentially allows you to control the amount of compression you're getting. It's a fairly unique control for a fuzz. What you just heard has the comp all the way down, and I will say playing it, it's really punchy. It doesn't feel, super compressed. It feels more open, almost more like an overdrive would feel. I'm going to turn that comp up and you'll kind of see what I'm talking about here. I'm going to adjust with the volume control because it does get a little quieter as you turn that comp up. Definitely notice a little more sustain. Got it up about 2 o'clock or so. So again, you're getting a lot of compression, a lot of kind of sag, especially on those bigger chords, more sustain. My favorite tones using the compression control are definitely with it down, really honestly like 12 o'clock and below, just because I love how punchy it is. I love how you're getting these raw fuzz tones, but they don't get super saggy and compressed. A lot of people love that about fuzz, and I do for certain uses, but I think that this control is super unique on this pedal to be able to give you some of those really punchy fuzz tones that, don't kind of get too flubby or too saggy. The next control I want to talk about is these voice controls. We've got voice 1 and voice 2 here. I've got them set to the extremes. But basically, these do the same exact thing. They're just switchable. So they've got the same range on each control, and then they are foot switchable here, with the white light being the left control and the red being the right control. So essentially, voice 1, or actually not voice 1, but how I have them set currently, voice 1 is set all the way to the left. This is kind of more of a raw, it can get kind of spitty when you turn the volume control down. Again, this is just my preference. I prefer kind of that side of the dial, whereas voice 2 currently, as it's set all the way right, to me it's a little smoother. It's a little, I think of it as modern. I don't know that that would necessarily be the correct term for it, but it is just, it's smoother, and not quite as raw sounding as all the way to the left. So I'm going to swap between the two, and you can kind of hear the difference. I've got, you guys might not be able to see it because of the lighting, but I've got the gain about 2 o'clock or so. Turn that gain up a little bit. See if we can hear some more of the differences there. Voice 1, how voice 1 is set currently, to me has a little more bottom. I'm gonna back voice 2 off here and see what we get. Comparison. I'm going to go back to voice 1, and I'm going to just kind of go through the range of this so you can hear. Go right to the middle there, play some single note stuff. So again, those voice controls are foot switchable, and they do the same exact thing. So you can get the same sounds with this knob as you can, with voice 2 and voice 1. They cover the same ground. So just finding your tones and then being able to foot switch between the two are cool. It also has an external switch, so you could do that, remotely if you wanted to. Let's go back. I'm going to turn the gain down because I think some of my favorite tones from this pedal are the lower gain sounds that almost bridge this fuzz overdrive gap. You get the lower gain quality of an overdrive, but you get some of that rawness, especially when you have the voice turned down, just because those settings tend to be a little more raw. I love these kind of tones, and again, with this compression set low, it just sounds more like an overdrive, like a really unique overdrive. compression and gain all the way down. Again, I'm playing humbuckers, so with single coils, it's even lower gain. I've swapped over to the second voice, which I have turned up a little higher, turned up the comp. We're going to, again, hear some of these lower gain tones, but just a different type of lower gain with that comp and voice setting a little different here. Obviously, I didn't cover everything about the NERO. I just wanted to hit on a few things and just my overall impression of it. I really do think this is a great, versatile, flexible fuzz. One thing worth mentioning, Cornerstone is, at least in my opinion, or from what I've seen, is probably most known for their Gladio pedal, which is a Dumble style overdrive pedal. And more recently, they released the Gladio SC, which is a single channel. And this fuzz pedal actually has part of, or maybe all of that circuit in there. I'm not exactly sure on the technical aspects of that, but I feel like I hear that in kind of the inherent qualities in this fuzz. There's something that kind of leans in that Dumble area of tone, you know, that kind of those types of tones. So I think that if you like those kinds of tones, you're really going to love this fuzz, because it almost, especially on the lower gain sounds, almost bridges the gap between this dumbly overdrive kind of thing and fuzz tones. Now, that's not to say that if you're not into those kinds of sounds and you want you know, other types of fuzz tones, that you're not going to be happy. I think this thing has lots of different sounds and is really flexible with the different controls that it has. I think for me, the thing that's going to keep this pedal on my board is just that it has lots of different sounds, higher gain fuzz tones, but then also those kind of lower gain, almost overdrive distortion type tones. For me, those tones are way more usable, and I'm going to be able to find a place for those in just about everything that I do. All right, as always, thank you for watching. Thanks for checking out this video, and until next time, I'll see you out there.